All right. LDWMMAC, there's your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, this one was painful to watch, man. It was. You got my girl Talita Bernardo versus Viviane Araujo. Man. Viviane, she had everything going against her. This was a short notice fight for Viviane. Very short notice. And for Talita Bernardo, this was probably training camp hell. And I'm explaining why. First, you're preparing for Jessie Rose Clark. Jessie Rose Clark pulls out. Next, you're preparing for Melissa Gatto. Melissa Gatto pulls out. And now you get Viviane Araujo. Okay, and I hope I'm saying the name right because some of you dudes get triggered over that. But you know what? It is what it is. Listen, man. Listen. I was wondering, man, what Viviane was going to bring to the table. I was wondering. Because I kind of thought that Talita was going to try to just go ahead and use that BJJ. She's a black belt. And I felt like she was going to use that in this bout. Was I wrong? I got to tell y'all, though, the striking of Talita Bernardo has gotten better. Much better. And I was shocked that she elected to stand with Viviane Araujo. I was shocked. Okay? But, she did. Talita Bernardo, threw some good jabs. I feel like she's flat-footed, man. I feel like she's very flat-footed. And, she can't get up on the balls of her feet and pivot and move laterally, move back and forth. It's like she's flat-footed and she's kind of shuffling straight ahead to try to get it to position. But you got Viviane, man. Viviane bouncing all around. Viviane in and out. Viviane moving side to side. She taking good angles. You know what? This Viviane girl, she looked good. She looked good in there, man. And the one thing, too, is she wasn't scared. This girl was not intimidated, man. She wasn't intimidated at all. She was getting in and getting out. She was throwing good kicks. Her leg kicks were pretty good, man. And she ate up that lead leg of Talita Bernardo. She ate that lead leg up. And I was wondering, okay, is Talita Bernardo going to check some of those kicks, man? Talita Bernardo got these tree trunk legs, man. And you know what? Kicking her in the leg sometimes it's probably not the best route because it's going to take a while to wear those legs down because her legs are so thick and so muscular that Talita Bernardo just kind of walked through those leg kicks. She walked right through them. But I would have liked to see her maybe, check a couple of those just to keep Viviane honest, to make Viviane rethink throwing those leg kicks, but she never did. Round one, it was definitely, it was a Viviane round. It was a straight up Viviane round. Viviane, they got into exchanges, and I thought that Viviane got the best of the exchanges. I thought Talita Bernardo did a pretty decent job of counterpunching. But man, Viviane was just hitting. She was hitting harder with more leather, and she was hitting with more force. And this girl came up from a strawweight, like she's a natural strawweight. And I'm sitting here like, yo, she's sitting here and she piecing up Talita Bernardo like this. God, dog. Round two, I thought Talita Bernardo was a little bit more aggressive. Round two, she was pressing the action, she was moving straight ahead, and she was making Viviane think a little bit. And so, Viviane went in and Talita went in and she tried to get a takedown. Viviane did a nice job, man, of defending the takedown. She did a nice job. But when Talita, started to hit Viviane went in for her own takedown, and she secured the takedown. But, I was thinking, man, I wonder how long Viviane going to keep this, is she going to stay on the ground? Because Talita Bernardo likes fighting on her back, and she's actually pretty good. You give Talita Bernardo enough time on the ground to work, and she's going to be able to find a way, or she's going to try to submit you. Okay, she's good on her back. So, but Viviane, her ground game was pretty impressive for somebody who's known as a striker. I'm like, yo, her ground's good. And, I was thinking, you know what, maybe she ought to go and test the ground game of Talita Bernardo. But I know this is her UFC debut, and she wasn't trying to risk it. She was trying to get out of there with a win. And, I felt like round two, I gave it to Bernardo. Now, round three, man, look, this girl Viviane was fainting. She was fainting Talita Bernardo to death, man. Talita Bernardo she was confused. And then she fainted, man. And she came over top with a right hand. And that, man, look, it's almost like she put her fist through Talita Bernardo's face. Look, she knocked Talita Bernardo smooth the hell out. She knocked her smooth the hell out, man. Talita Bernardo went to sleep, guys. She went to sleep. She went night-night. I got to give it up to Viviane, man. I didn't know what to expect because when I did, when I was doing my research on Viviane, it's like, okay, who has she fought? Who has she fought? Who has she really, really fought? But hey, man, you know what? This is what it's about. A lot of fighters, they started out getting short notice calls. And you got to step up. You got to step up. Talita Bernardo has taken several short notice fights. And so now, it was Viviane's turn to take a short notice fight, and you got to perform. If you don't perform, it's a wrap, okay? Viviane made the most out of her opportunity. I don't know if she's going to stay at bantamweight. I don't know. Okay, it would assume it would be stupid for her to stay at bantamweight because it's just too many killers out there at bantamweight. She knocked out Talita Bernardo, who's a naturally bigger woman. But I mean, when you go up that bantamweight ladder, I mean, well, there's some killers up there when they're able to fight again. It's just what it is. But she knocked out Talita Bernardo, man. I was shocked. I didn't expect her to do that. But, you can kind of see the handwriting on the wall, man. She was jabbing Talita to death, and she was following back up with the right hand, and Talita Bernardo just didn't have an answer for that, man. And I'm shocked that Talita Bernardo didn't try to shoot for the takedowns, like more takedowns, because I just thought she was outmatched, man. She was outmatched on her feet. She's too slow, and she's very, very flat-footed, man. It's just some people, they're not natural strikers. That's just what it is. I'm not saying that Talita Bernardo can never be a good striker, but it's just not there. Like the mobility is just not there. Getting up on the balls of her feet, man, it's tough. If you flat-footed, it's really, really tough. She don't move like that. Talita Bernardo should have been throwing a lot of feints, a lot of overhand rights, but using the overhand rights to get in on the inside to get these takedowns. That's where you strong at. That's where you strong at. And I felt like that's what Talita Bernardo should have been doing. She should have been feinting, man. She should have been feinting. She should have been throwing that left jab out there to make Viviane bite on that thing, man. She should have been making Viviane bite and then come back up with the overhand right and then shoot for the double leg takedown. It was there. Viviane was ready to be taken down, man. She was there. But I mean, you can't just run in and try to, get somebody who's very mobile like Viviane. You can't just take her off the ground when you got to set that up first. But you know what, man? I saw some good things in Bernardo. I saw a lot. Her striking has gotten better, man. Now, now she's got to just use a little bit more octagon IQ, man. She got to use a little bit more octagon IQ and just really, really disguise those takedowns. She started disguising the takedowns. I'm telling y'all, man, I think the potential is there. But shout out to Viviane. Shout out to Viviane Araujo, for a third round knockout victory over Talita Bernardo. Guys, tell me what your thoughts are. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. Support the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.